And thank you very much for coming today. Welcome to your next pride of investment. Efficiency, the ratio of usable work compared to lost energy. Efficiency, the word emphasized throughout the economic and industrial sectors. Efficiency, the word that should be at the forefront of global energy. Global energy is currently driven by crude oil, but that can't even be used without being refined. So how do we go from crude oil to something, let's say gasoline? Distillation. Welcome to your higher efficiency distillation solution, Azeotrop. Myself and my colleagues Mahmoud and Ahmed are ready to tackle any problems we may face when implementing our technology. With 16 years of combined experience within the mechanical design and chemical industries, we're ready to tackle anything. So what is Azeotrop? Azeotrop is a company ready to revolutionize the distillation industry as a whole. Through PhD patented nanomaterial technology, we will be able to more efficiently separate liquid mixtures. We want to create a trustworthy environment between us and our customers, so we will provide free implementation of our distillation units. The energy cost reduction is where both parties will benefit, with us taking a percentage. So let's take a step backwards and talk about what distillation is exactly. Distillation is a separation of liquid mixtures by controlled increase in temperature. It is extremely energy intensive. In the US alone, it accounts for 7% of our energy use. But what is 7% actually? 7% is 3 million barrels of crude oil. This is per day. And let me remind you, this is in the US alone. So we can't tackle distillation as a whole to begin with. We're going to dominate the ethanol market. Ethanol is used in several things, such as pharmaceuticals, fuels, and most recently relevant due to the COVID-19 pandemic, hand sanitizer. So what's wrong with the system now? Why do we really need a change? Azeotrop aims to provide a 30% decrease in energy use for all distillation processes. There's also been a global drive for manufacturing change to be more sustainable, greener, and environmentally friendly. So, what are we going to do? We're saving money for distillation companies, we're saving money for you, creating money for our company, and we're also saving for our children. So, you may be asking now, why are we choosing ethanol? Ethanol can be produced rather than mined. Unlike crude oil, ethanol is created out of corn. And as we know, America loves our corn. So, companies such as Ford, Subaru, already provide flex fuel units from the manufacturer. Flex fuel allows you to run E85, or ethanol, corn juice, in your everyday vehicle, just like yours and mine. If we run on ethanol, we will be cleaner and more environmentally friendly. With more ethanol production, that's more energy and more jobs for higher-ups like engineers like us, and all the way down to the blue-collar workers. So, ethanol is for the future.
In order to show how Azeotrop changes the game of separation, we need to talk a little bit about the technicalities of separation and ethanol production. And a good place to start from is, of course, the kitchen. So I'm sure many of you tried before to separate cooking oil from water. By heating the mixture, water would go into the light phase, or vapor, and cooking oil would still in the liquid phase, or the heavy phase. The same thing happens if you want to separate water from salt. Water would go into the light phase and salt would still in the heavy phase. But the situation for ethanol and water is different. Ethanol and water are as light or as heavy. So heating their mixture will not change their composition in both the heavy and light phases. In other words, there is no change when boiling, or they are forming an Azeotrop in Greek. But why do we care that much to separate water from ethanol? As Victor highlighted, ethanol can be used as a fuel. And imagine if we have some water droplets going to our car engine. This will decrease its efficiency and, of course, its lifetime. In Azeotrop, we are planning to produce a much cheaper ethanol, which will reduce gas prices and, of course, bring the old good days prices back. So what is the current production process of ethanol? Corn is fermented by adding yeast and water, and then ethanol and water mixture is produced. Because this is a hard mixture to separate, the current distillation process is conducted over 2 stages. We in Azeotrop is planning to change this entirely by utilizing our nanomaterial technology supported by our patents. We will conduct the distillation process in 1 single stage instead of 2 stages. This can save up to 30% of the energy used in distillation. So if we looked at the ethanol production market in US only, this is about 17 billion gallons of fuel ethanol annually. There are big players in the market such as Absolute Energy, which is using traditional distillation I discussed before, and they are producing about 1 billion gallons of ethanol. There are also the rising companies utilizing new technologies such as Azeotrop and Secure. Secure is an MIT established company and they are utilizing membrane technology to separate vegetable oil. But they are planning to expand to the ethanol market in the future. Here we are Azeotrop from the University of Utah, ahead of the race with 2 patents about the ethanol technology. We are introducing a safer, greener, and more efficient solution to the ethanol production problem. So what is our deal to the producers? We will give them our units, and we will make revenue only for a fraction of the savings they are making. This is estimated to be $40,000 per month for the average distillation unit.
So what's about our market? Well, according to Statista and Grand Research, as we speak of today, the ethanol production market segment in the United States alone is assessed to be $35 billion US. With the competitive advantage Mahmoud just mentioned of being greener, more efficient, and less costly, our risk-free solution is sure to dominate this market. So we intend to monopolize this market and use it in order to penetrate through an even larger market segment. By that, I mean the ethanol production market segment worldwide. But we are not only going to expand vertically, we are also planning to expand horizontally. By that, I mean penetrating other markets in the chemical industry, such as crude oil distillation and water desalination. As we speak of today, the chemical industry market is assessed to be $5.4 trillion US. So what do we need? In order to be in full operation, Azeotrop needs $3 million. We are going to use this money in order to make our first production line. We are going to produce our cutting-edge technology nanomaterials, which we will use in our products for our customers. And according to our financial study and the units being sold over the next 7 years, we expect a payback period of less than 4 years and market worth of more than $80 million after only 7 years of operation. And this number, of course, will be increasing exponentially in the years after. For that, our investors are going to get 15% of our company, but not only that, they are going to get the chance to make a huge positive climate impact. So what does Azeotrop does? It takes a 2-step distillation process, makes it 1 step, reduce the fuel consumption by 30%. This reduces carbon dioxide emissions. So according to our life cycle assessment on climate impact studies, Azeotrop is going to cut down carbon dioxide production emissions by 50,000 metric tons per year. And not only that, we are also going to save resources for future generations. Each day, Azeotrop will be saving 1 million barrels of crude oil for our future generations. So investing in us is not only going to bring our investors incredible profits, but also going to give the environment a great deal.
So if you look at the table beneath you right now, you will find our postcard with our contact information and any facts you may have missed. I'll hail from the ceiling all the way down to you and preach our commitment to you. What's our commitment to you as an investor? Our commitment to you, second to none. Without you, our product won't be able to reach the market and we'll keep wasting all this energy. But with you, the distillation industry will see they need us. So, take a step beside me and let's walk together on our path of illuminated saved energy. Azeotrop, saving the planet one drop at a time. Woo! So that concludes our prepared remarks. We'll open the floor up to 3 questions. If you have any more questions, please scan the QR code behind me or the pamphlet on your table to ask us right away.
What is the technical risk for scaling?
So we will start with pilot plant. And pilot plant, this will minimize the risk at all. So if we succeeded to achieve the pilot plant, this will make the risk for the industry very low. Now we are on the lab scale.
I recall you mentioned there are safety advantages to Azeotrop distillation technology. What are the safety advantages?
Safety.
Is that correct? Did I miss it?
Safer as in greener.
Oh, I see.
So by saving energy, we won't be destroying the planet as many manufacturing solutions we have right now.
That clarifies. Thanks.
If we have no more questions, thank you for coming, and I appreciate your applause.
Nice work. Right, that was Azeotrop. Now we'll hear from Kyle Smith.
Hey guys, how are you?